Welcome to my next Big Bang Theory Season 11 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important if you aren't caught up to the point where I am and rewatching or watching The Big Bang Theory, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you find that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be the Big Bang Theory Season 11, Episode 5. The title of this episode is called The Collaboration, Contamination. And this will be my review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. So during a group dinner with the gang, Bernadette thanks them for letting her put Hallie in Leonard and Penny's room, even though she did throw up on Leonard's Ewok. Amy doesn't want any Ewoks in her bedroom and drew the line at Sheldon's Chewbacca. Amy is working on a way for controlling robotic limbs with brainwaves. Howard makes a helpful suggestion and then agrees to work with Amy. He is the world's best engineer, or so his coffee mug says. Leonard comes down the hall and finds Penny reading a parenting book. No, Penny is not pregnant. Sheldon comes in and wants a ride since Amy is working odd hours with Howard. Leonard said that that's fine since he has been driving him for years. Unfortunately, Sheldon has a new car game where he imitates sirens. Can he be any more annoying? Howard is drooling over all of Amy's fancy new lab equipment and her coffee maker. He inspects her cap device that is used to make or to map the brainwave output so she can control anything. Howard says that from the ring on her finger, she has gotten good controlling robots. Amy warns him that is her fiancé, and she can control him to hurt Howard. Leonard is getting a headache as Sheldon keeps imitating various sirens. Leonard finds it interesting that Amy is working together with Howard. Sheldon is neutral on the subject. Normally, he tunes Amy out when she complains about her coworkers, but now he joins in complaining about Howard. He denies that he is complaining of Howard. He denies that he is jealous about the runs of a train, and then Sheldon starts to imitate train whistles to Leonard to stay. Amy and Howard are working together when Sheldon shows up to check in on them. Amy was happy to see him. Sheldon starts blinking so that they can talk about Howard in front of him. Amy doesn't know Morse code and doesn't want to participate. Howard stands up and says if you want to say something, say it in front of him, but Howard's Morse code is too rusty to understand Sheldon. That night at Leonard and Penny's house, Sheldon is complaining that Amy says that she will return at 8ish, to which inaccurate for Sheldon. Penny invites Sheldon over for dinner, but he declines. With Amy not home, Sheldon is frustrated. Penny says that it is okay to be frustrated using her new parenting skills. Sheldon agrees as Penny says that his feelings are valid. Penny continues, "Now, go wash up and we'll call you when dinner is ready." Sheldon leaves happy. Leonard is amazed and asks if she is a witch, and Penny explains that Bernadette's book works, but only to up to age 5. When Sheldon turns 6, she plans on leaving him at the zoo, or he plans on leaving him at the zoo. Raj visits Bernadette and complains that Howard had been at work every night this week with his work wife. Bernadette thought that Raj was his work wife. Raj wanted to know if there is anything he could do for Bernadette. Howard has been missing some of his chores since he was away. Raj reiterated that he meant emotionally. Howard is excited about his work, and Bernadette is proud of him, though is still pregnant and has a lot of work to do. Amy gets home, and Sheldon asks about her day until she mentions Howard. He plans to pamper her and then gets Amy her one notebook they had on the project that they had been working together. Sheldon wants them to work on it while Amy is tired. Finally, he bugs her enough that she agrees to work on it in the morning, and Sheldon gets mad and starts sounding like he is arguing about sex instead of science. Penny goes to check the parenting book, the advice to give him options that are acceptable to oneself. Leonard gives Sheldon the options of driving him in 2 hours or taking an Uber, and Sheldon chooses the Uber to both of their surprises. Visiting Bernadette, Sheldon complains about them working together on the weekend. His presence is bothering Bernadette. Sheldon wants Howard to feel as angry as he is, so Bernadette suggests that he make Howard jealous by doing something he loves to do. She tells him how much Howard loves to do chores. Before she asks if he ever read Tom Sawyer, first she gets him to change the batteries in the smoke detectors. While working on the software, Howard tells Amy to check the brain model. Inside was the playing card she had chosen earlier. Amy is ecstatic. While waiting for the software to complete, Howard suggests that they put on some Neil Sedaka songs. I'm not sure if I said that right. They start to sing and dance to Calendar Girl. Raj catches them when they said that they were working. He wants Howard to go to the movies with him. Back at Bernadette's, Sheldon has changed the batteries in the smoke detector and has done the laundry. Sheldon thinks that Howard will be steamed like his shirts were. Next, she has him clean the oven while she sits up with her feet eating ice cream out of the tube. Raj then shows up with the news about Howard and Amy having fun. Sheldon breaks in that Howard won't have any fun after he finds out Sheldon did all of his favorite chores. Raj busts the first myth busts that, and then Sheldon realizes that Bernadette played on his own gullibility and would storm out. But he hasn't finished cleaning the oven yet. Now Sheldon is complaining to Leonard and Penny about Bernadette. Leonard explains that Amy and Howard working together is not a big deal. Sheldon is worried because Howard has Amy laughing and listening to music. Penny says that she is proud that he is expressing his feelings, which calms Sheldon. Penny adds that everyone gets mad, even mommies and daddies. Leonard doesn't like the way Penny was handling Sheldon and then starts learning her new parenting knowledge on Leonard, or she starts using it on him. Leonard sounded frustrated, but Penny was proud of the way he was stating his opinion. He tells Penny not to use the book on him as Sheldon picks up on what's going on. He shouts that he won't be treated as a child and then storms out of the apartment. Okay? And then we have Penny asking Leonard if that is the way he was going to handle their children by throwing her under the bus. He thought that she was just spoiling Sheldon. She claims that some things she is just smarter at and said no sex tonight. Then we have Amy getting a text from Sheldon that he is upset with Leonard, Penny, Bernadette, and Mark Twain. Bernadette told Howard that Raj was getting on her nerves. Amy thinks it's late and then tries to look at her watch, which is now on her mounted skeleton. She is shocked and shouts, "How is that even possible?" as Howard looks mug. Raj is now hanging out with Sheldon, planning to watch TV. Sheldon agrees and then tells Raj who the killer is, which ends this episode of The Big Bang Theory. So, I mean, this had funny moments in it. Sheldon doing the siren game in the car was pretty funny, but all in all, I'm going to give the episode a 7.9 out of 10. My character of the episode is going to be Sheldon because he's just absolutely hilarious. And then, as many of you know, I actually rate Penny because Penny's the reason why I watched The Big Bang Theory and continued to watch it. One of the reasons why I continued watching it. I'm going to give Penny an 8.6 out of 10 for this episode. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please don't forget to Hulk smash the like button, share the video with a friend, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode of The Big Bang Theory. What would you rate it, and who would be your character of the episode? If you want to rate Penny like I do, you can certainly do that in the comment section. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDEV TV.